Mustapha Hamid obi ana obeye National Petroleum Authority for mpenimfo ni bi na Mustapha Hamid na nsen ne ho abansem na chese ne court asizi ne passport eni niama bi a aka ho na Mustapha Hamid enso akwesiki se ebeya court in release those documents no emfama no ntumi nko abrochire no onko for political reasons okwakoye ne nnwuma bi akwakodi ne nnwuma bi ewo ho na eno mu na Kevin Taylor tie no se hene ha Ghana had akwete sa agro wonkofo ani so wo no ya chill anase wo ho abebombon nsem bi mu you and then other people na sa niama no mu nti na ye seize your passport na ye se to bo ase ne ye nya nhwehwemu ma ye hu se ne asem no ne fade ba ne bebie ye ko esiti a wo so wasan nya kukudo san ba be request for passport o se dabi ma obi amfi no enu nti wo hwe ye screen no so a Mustapha Hamid no na eda so no enti see OSP versus Mustapha Hamid and 9 others. High Court to hear Mustapha Hamid. Enti enkohwe sa video na Kevin Taylor air fire air boja edugu Mustapha Hamid so say on the ebeya on pe baby no ntena ansha. On tena say ani ntukwan or tukwan koye den political reason.
Now there's one story I'm about to come once very interesting. And OSP on Mustapha Hamid. You see, Mustapha Hamid is saying, High Court to hear Mustapha Hamid's application seeking release of his passport to enable him attend a political engagement in Canada on November 13th. Mustapha Hamid peso Ghana. Mustapha Hamid, some of the passports in the mano. Na opie free Ghana omba biem. Sa ofrija towe. Wallahi. On so okachira mo say, nyoma na OSP CZO sedi ndeni nyina anya ne dia. Yes, he has nothing to lose. Or the two between. Say judge now case we so I want to send a very respectful message to you. These cases, it is patriotism over law. At a point in the life of a nation, in the life of the people who call themselves citizens, they sometimes choose patriotism over law. Let me tell you, if Mustapha Hamid is going to play with the law, and if you allow Mustapha Hamid to use the law to escape from what we call the justice system, then you, the judge sitting on this case, you have done Ghana a great disservice. You know why? Because we have seen the same thing happening. We have seen Ken Oforiatta taking advantage of the law, stealing millions of dollars from us, living in another country comfortably, and we struggling. In the judge crowd case, with all due respect to you, I don't know who you are. But the only advice I can give you now is if you are a patriot, because you are Ghanaian before a judge, you were born as a Ghanaian before you became a judge. That means there's Ghana blood in you before you went to school to even learn your law. And at this point, it's about protecting this nation from criminals who intend to run away from the crimes they have committed. I'm telling you on authority, Mustapha Hamid wants to run away from Ghana. If we allow Mustapha Hamid to leave this nation, that is it for us. Sa ofriwe say you're both careless. Now osi oko Canada kwede oko political event. What the fuck? And yes, be anakuma tia to ninsem ene ye koso e Canada o. Osi politics inti no oko Canada. Inti ono na yadi krono abono a yebusa yesika no yemani enko Canada mra okoye den. And yes, be anema me akuma ati eno okoso. Anasa ne yiri akoma ate ene yedi glue ekoso ne yankoye ne ntama ne yiri bewu anasa onu angasa ofiri ne hwe ate Ena ye kwa koso Canada wu. Or see or call political events. Inti Jumadia ye di edia hwehwe esike mu no. Ye ntwa so no no nko Canada mbra. Moma sa ofri way to plane free krum ha. Eye Ghana. Mo last ano no. Me say you know, this is not rocket science. This is simple. This is something you are supposed to understand. Wait, enisa wokon tokwa wo ho. Wait, enisa wokon entokwa bia wo ho. Now what you need to understand is that Samumba Mustapha Hamid, and I'm speaking to the judge respectfully. Me say judge never this thing as a banter. It is in a form of respect. It's in a form of an advice. I am just prompting you to be patriotic before the law. We need to be patriotic at this point. The law can come second. Because Sakwawe, a Oforiata movement in Ibia Naka. Chairman to me say, Mobo Keles, Obe Urato Gwejane. Chairman to me, Mobo Keles, Obe Ura Abidjani Jane. Right now, they have come to that realization, say, so Mujania, yet me for Mumba. And you see, when you learn this kind of job, sometimes, one thing you need to also learn and say, Ebia, the OSP behind the scenes has negotiated with Mustapha Hamid. Maybe. And Wagacha Mustapha Hamid say, the only thing I can do for you to escape, like the way Oforiata escaped, and I said I could not do anything, is for you to go to court and tell the judge that you want to go to Canada. What I am going to do as an OSP, I will present a weak case. And when I present a weak case, your lawyer should take advantage and win that case. And at that point, when you win the case, I will tell Ghanaians it is the court that made you leave. And that when you get the opportunity to leave Ghana, don't come. It could be that's the plan. Me say, when you look at the coin too from the other side, apart from us talking to the judge and saying, Judge, please be patriot. Be patriotic over law. Let's pick patriotism over law. No? It could be to say, Ebia OSP, and I'm not saying that is what they have done. I say Ebia. OSP did not translate as a Bema. I have this relationship with you. I cannot put you inside. There are even cases going around saying, I negotiated with you before, some time back, which nobody has evidence to. But to keep us safe, go and make a case in court that you want to go to Canada and that they should release your passport to you. Because, the only person who can stand in for us as Ghanaians and protest against that, make a case against that for the judge not to allow that is the OSP. Now, if the OSP makes a weak case in court, what is going to happen is the judge will have no option than to hand over the passport to Mustapha Hamid. Now, so Mustapha Hamid, Pierre Free Ghana, nobody in Ghana can blame OSP. The OSP will release a statement and say the Ghanaian judiciary system is terrible. I did my part to stop this, and the judge said he can take his passport. So nobody in Ghana can blame me. Ebia, that is what is happening. That might be the plan. Into my mouth, two scenarios. First one, the judge has to be patriotic, and he has to choose patriotism over law. And the judge has to understand, say, because of Oforiata, the issue, it's a precedence. And when it comes to law, somebody like the OSP should be able to tell the judge that I have experienced something like this recently, where somebody who served our nation told us he was going out and that he's going to be back till date. He hasn't returned. We are even struggling to bring him back. So, Mr. Judge, you are also a Ghanaian. Choose patriotism over law, even though the law might say, but because of precedence, we need this guy. And the event he's going, if Mustapha Hamid does not go, that event will not collapse. That event he's going is a political event. And without Mustapha Hamid, that event can still go on. So why do we have to let him go? Because it is not like Mustapha Hamid nakuma tiato ninsem and also besoko Canada koso. And answer the show, we try to show okuta. And I'll say okuta super glue. Now doctor no betu dia saw the show man doctor no Canada. One saw the show obu. The event is going is not any event that can kill him. So Mustapha Hamid needs to stay. Anything of patriotism needs to come before law. Now do you understand? And the other side, if we play careless, the special prosecutor will go to court and present one of the weakest cases. The judge will have no option to give the passport to Mustapha Hamid, and Mustapha Hamid will leave Ghana with his chest out because we are foolish. Yeah. I want to tell the special prosecutor something. Special prosecutor, Mamika Bincho. Ami Shaddai is a criminal. Ami Shaddai, or a for